Alright, so today I thought I would talk about version 0.2 as it's stated that it's pretty close to releasing sometime soon, and there's been a lot of stuff revealed for it through some of the dev team's live streams and just more stuff being shown off. So I thought today I would just go over a good handful of like the new recent stuff that's been shown off, as well as some of the main information about 0.2. So starting off, obviously the update is coming with two survivors and 2 executioners. The 2 survivors being Silver and Blaze, and the 2 executioners being Colossus and Tripwire, with a later hotfix update bringing Fleetway. 2 of the upcoming maps are Angel Island and Mystic Cave, both being hide and seek maps, with an additional rework of Green Hill, which I am super excited for, as I'm not really a big fan of the current Green Hill, I won't lie. The new hill will basically bring a drowning mechanism, as recently it's been stated that Metal Sonic cannot drown, with the image being shown of him underwater in the new hill map. So I'm assuming this will be similar to how the Disaster had it when, with the final 80, the map starts flooding and you have to get to the ring in time. Additionally, recently in the Discord there was a opinion poll posted about having Not Perfect removed from version 0.2 for the time being, as it's still buggy. However, most people thankfully wanted to keep it in, which thank you all so much for voting to keep it in. As the map is also getting a rework soon. A lot of cosmetics are also being added in this update. Some for Sonic being TikTok, waiting, goofy dance, relaxing. For Knuckles, he will have the how did he hit every beat emote. Eggman will get his forklift certified emote. Study, boohoo, funny dance, and Eggly. For Amy, she is going to get a Teto cosmetic set, and for emotes, she will get the headbang and surprised. Cream will get her modern outfit as cosmetics, and the Jevil Hop emote. Metal Sonic is finally getting his long-awaited cosmetics, as well as his rework. Not really a rework, it's just completely reanimating him and remade his model, as the old one didn't port well into the game or something. I don't know the details too well. Some of the cosmetics being the real Sonic, damaged cape, Chaos Sonic, Mach 3.0, Jimmy Blast, Mechasonic Mark 1, his scythe, and he will also have different eye colors to pick from. Those being pink, orange, yellow, cyan, green, white, purple, blue, and Spamton eyes. He will also be getting a fancy style emote. So far, Silver only has his ripped black cape as a cosmetic, and will also get an emote which will be a duo one with Blaze, being the Release the Ghouls emote. Blaze will get 3 cosmetics that we've seen so far, that being the Gothic color scheme, the inverted Gothic color scheme, and a Plague Doctor mask. She will get the Chinese cat dance emote, and a currently unnamed emote. Now, some emotes that are kind of collaboratory or are like matching. Sonic will be getting the mailbox dance similar to Tails. Sonic will also get a peanut butter jelly dance, which will also go for Knuckles. Sonic will get a ring walk, and so will Tails. And finally, Blaze and Silver will get the Release the Ghouls emote. For Colossus, is not sure if all of these cosmetics will release as the update drops or if they will come over time. However, I'm just going to kind of list them all off so you know what's coming soon. Colossus will be getting the Disaster variant, a Forest variant which was kind of shown off in a live stream, his Claw Hand variant which we've still not seen, and a Halloween variant which we've also not seen. The emotes he will get is Miss Me, Point, and Laugh. Colossus will also get a Metro Man emote. The only thing known about Tripwire is she will be getting a Sonic Shorts variant, which is that iconic, terrifying image which caused me nightmares as a kid. However, Tripwire is still kind of a secret, hidden character, if that makes sense. They're not trying to show too much off about her, so we don't know what emotes she may have or what other variants she may have. In the hotfix update, when Fleetway Supersonic releases, he will get his Legacy model, Dark Sonic, Yourself, Tricky the Clown, and Nazo. He will also get the following emotes: Dancing Through It All, You Jerk, How Did He Hit Every Beat, the Thanos Beatbox emote, the Boombox emote, and the Jevil Hop. And just as I thought I was done recording this video, we got a new announcement in the Discord server from Bonely regarding the upcoming updates post 0.2. For starters, the whole game is getting a recode, meaning it'll get new visuals, mainly just an overall new look to the game. However, it's mostly being done so it's easier for the developers to work with, making it less buggy and just, yeah, easier to work on. And the recode is planned in between 0.2 and 0.3, so sometime around then the recode will release, which shouldn't really have content releasing with it. Again, it's mainly just to make the developers' lives a bit easier. Another upcoming update, the Fleetway Supersonic update. Fleetway has a lot of work already put into him and mainly needs tweaks and balance changes, which will be added post 0.2 so he can join the roster, and is obviously planned to be a character to be finished sooner rather than later. Sometime after 0.2, this guy will be released. The next update being added, the 2011X update. I will just read this paragraph to you to fully understand it. Probably surprised to see this here, given we said past 0.3, right? Well, we've been talking about this update behind the scenes for a long while, and we said 0.3 publicly because, well, we weren't sure how far this progress would come by the time 0.2 dropped, whether he would have been able to be a hotfix or not by then, so we just settled with post 0.3. This, however, was changed, and we have had some progress behind the scenes being made on him, not coding wise, more so writing to get him better into character, as well as his model and other aspects. So yes, he will also act as a hotfix before 0.3, that his moveset is enjoyable before 0.3 begins development. So I'm not 100% sure about this, but I'm assuming they mean the whole like remodel and rework of him, as I've also heard he's getting a balance change sometime soon before 0.2, just to make him more playable. But I'm assuming this announcement means like his complete rework, remodel, and so on. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be really cool. The next update being Not Perfect version 2. I'll probably read the rest of these as paragraphs, as there's a lot more in depth in these. So the next one we have is Not Perfect version 2. Yes, I've talked about this a bunch, but I have slightly started development on Not Perfect second installment. This version will be much more open space, allowing more freedom to move around. It will also entirely rework the void aspect, where instead of taking damage and respawning you at your survivor spawn, it will likely ragdoll you and send you to the spot close to where you fell. This is still our conceptualizing phase, however, Roblox limitations and such may change how this functions, but we'll see. I appreciate those who did enjoy the map though. Aside from the annoying as hell void that I want to brutally strangle, I worked really hard on the visuals, so seeing people truly gas up the visuals makes me incredibly happy. So this sounds really cool. Obviously there's not too much on it right now, as Bonely stated he has literally just started developing it. However, I'm really hoping the original Not Perfect stays in private servers at least. That map is so funny. I actually love it. And now, the surprise announcement we got. You Can't Run version 2. Wow, a shocker, right? Nah, but this is definitely something I wanted to reveal today. You Can't Run definitely stands out as a map on Outcome, mostly because of its layout to you all, but it's also a mixture of layout and visuals for us. There are some aspects of You Can't Run that we aren't very happy with in its current state, and would rather edit. However, given how we have made the map at the time, changing all those visuals alone would just end up being an entire map overhaul anyways. So why not just fix its layout? You Can't Run does not have a planned out ideal layout yet. We're still talking about how we want to tackle it, but its newer version will likely be more organic and will better off show what Eggman's really got up his sleeves. I personally have some visuals in mind for it and will be working to make them real. See you whenever we finish it. I've noticed people don't like soon, so I won't say that. And finally, the lobby. Now, I won't go into this too much because my plans are still in the works, but the lobby has not seen its final frontier and will change in due time. Until then, get used to the island. In conclusion, these are our plans for the future. I know it's a lot to take in all at once, but I personally felt it was important to get this out there before version 0.2 dropped. So afterwards, there's no now what LMAO going around. We have our plan set, and while things are still being tweaked, the general layout is there, giving me enough to share with you all. Lastly, all of these updates will likely be in individual drops. We are not going to package the maps or characters together unless their development is closely tied and finished near each other. So basically, situational depending on where they're at. Late night announcements with Wario. So yeah, a lot is coming along. A lot is coming soon, and I can't wait to see all this. Especially to see the 2 new map versions of Not Perfect and You Can't Run. I'm really looking forward to how those maps change. As well, 2011X's rework, I can't wait for that. And Fleetway Supersonic. It's all amazing. I just can't wait for all of it. But anyways, I think that's about it. I think that's about all I have to mention here for today. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you in the next one.